last class we are discussing about the what is the concept we are discussing in the last class here. Means we are discussing about the precedence and expression, precedence and associativity under the what expression. Now we are going to discuss a concept called what is the important concept we are going to be discussing here. Means this type of thing we are going to be called it as a type conversion. This type of thing in the current class, what the concept we are going to be discussing here means this type of concept we are going to be called it as a type conversion, or the people are going to call it as what a type casting. And this type of thing we are going to be called it as a type conversion, and type conversion is also being called as what a type casting. And here, uh, what is the thing? Up to now, we have been discussing about something about the word expressions. But here, what is the question we are having? What happens when we write an expression that involves two different data types, such as multiplying an integer and a floating point number? To perform this evaluation, one of the types must be converted. One of the types must be converted. Suppose here I have declared something as what? Here I have declared one variable as what? Int, int variable I have declared. A is equal to, here I have declared some value as what? A is equal to 8, comma B is equal to B is equal to, what is the thing I am mentioning here means, B is equal to, what is the value I am mentioning here means, B is equal to, what is the value I am going to be assigned here means, B is equal to, what is the value I am assigning, B is equal to 3. And here I am declaring something as what? Float. One more variable I am declaring it as what? Float. Float. What is the thing I am declaring float as what? C. C variable I am declaring. And here I am writing something as what? C is equal to C is equal to A by B. A by B. And here whatever the value has been evaluated, that value is we are getting it as what? Add by 3 means it is going to give some result as what? Some 2 point something we are going to get. The value is going to be stored inside the what? C. Here we are not going to see any kind of suppose instead of float, here we are declaring it as what? Instead of float, here we are declaring it as, what is the thing we are declaring? Here we are declaring the type as what? Here we are having the variable as what? Int, integer variable. Then how this floating point value is being converted to the what? Integer type. Here we are going to discuss that. And such type of conversion we are going to be discussed it as what? Type conversion. We are going to be called it as what? Type conversion. We are going to be called it as what? This type of thing we are going to be called type conversion. And when the type conversion is needed, and when it is going to okay. Uh, uh, when it is going to be converted automatically, when it is going to be converted, when we are going to convert manually. These are the things we are going to be discussing now. And here, what are the two types of castings we are having? We are having the two types of castings as well. We are having the two types of castings as well: implicit casting, implicit type conversion, and what is the one more type of casting we are having here means explicit casting. We are having one concept as what? Explicit type conversion. Explicit type conversion means we need to remember one operator as what? Here we need to remember one operator as what? Curly braces we need to remember. And inside these curly braces, we are going to indicate the targeted type, to which type we want to be converted. That is the thing we need to be indicated. Suppose here I am, uh, Here, what is the thing I am having here means here I am having something as 2.86. Here I am having a value as what 2.86, and here I'm having one variable as what int. C. Here I'm having the variable as what int C. If you are assigning directly means we are going to face some problems to convert this value into the type called integer. Type called integer means before the value we need to apply some what is the which type of operator, something as a unary expression or something as what prefix expression as what here we need to mention something as what target to which type we want to be converted. We want to convert this value into the which type integer type, then the value is converted it into the what, then the value has been converted it as what, then this entire thing has been converted it into the what, two. The two is going to be assigned into the what, the two is going to be assigned into the what. C. And here, what is the thing we have been indicated? Here we have indicated the targeted type as what int. For that, what is the operators we are using? We are using some curly braces. We are using some curly braces, and inside the curly braces, what is the thing we are mentioning? Targeted type we are mentioning, and this type of casting we are going to be called it as what explicit type conversion, or suppose here I am writing something as what here 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 I am writing here I am indicating something as a double. Here I am indicating some value as what double, and here d is equal to here I am assigning the value as, and here 2 is a which type of variable, 2 is a type called integer. Integer. But here we are assigning the 2 to the which type of variable, double type. And here double range is what larger than int. So automatically it is going to be assigned to the what? It is going to be assigned to the what? D. And here which type of typecasting we are using here means we are using something as what implicit. Automatically it has been converting the 2 into the what double type. Here what is the 2.86? We are converting by using some typecasting statement, and by using one statement we are converting. So this type of casting we are going to be called it as what explicit casting. And what are the two types of type conversions we need to be remember under the type conversion here means implicit type conversion, explicit type conversion. And when the explicit conversion type conversion is needed, when the implicit type conversion is going to be done, these are the things we are going to see by using one example program. And by using one example program, we are going to be discussing. And here, before that, what is the thing we need to be remember? Which type of conversions are going to be done automatically? Which type of conversions are going to be done manually by using the what programming statement? And here, what are the two types of things we need to be remember? And here we are having something as what promotion, and here we are having something as what emotion. We are having something as what promotion, and here we are having something as what emotion. And here a boolean value is easily converted into the what char. A char value is easily converted into the what integer type. Integer values are easily converted into the what real time. But whenever we are facing some demotion means we need to apply something as what explicit demotion. When we are having something as when we are implementing a concept long, I want to store the double value inside the integer value means what is the thing explicit typecasting we need to be used. And suppose if I want to convert integer value into the double type means there is no need of using any typecasting. Such type of casting we are going to be called it as what implicit. For promotions, what is the thing we need to remember? For promotions, we need to remember something as what. For promotions, we need to remember something as what implicit type conversion is going to be done. For demotions, what is the thing we are going to have? Explicit type conversion we are going to have. And here, if you see this table means when the implicit type conversion is going to be used, here Boolean Boolean range is less than what? Character range. Character range is less than what? Integer range. Integer range is less than what? Real range. And okay. And what is the other thing also we need to be done? Mm, Real range is higher than the what integer. Integer range is higher than the what character. Character range is greater than the what boolean. This is the thing we need to be remembered. And here, uh, okay, and here what is those things we are calling it as what? These things we are going to be called it as what? Conversion ranks. We are going to be called it as what? Conversion ranks. Which one is having the highest rank here means long double is having the highest rank, and which one is having the least rank here means boolean is having the something as what? Least rank. And here we are having how many variables? Five variables. Here we are having one variable of type called what is the which type of variable we are having here means here we are having Boolean variable. Here we are having one variable of type called Boolean. Here we are having one variable of type called char, and here we are having one variable called floating point, and here we are having one variable of type what integer, and here we are having one variable as what char. And here B for boolean, C for char, like that we need to remember. Why? Because the program continuation is existed inside the second page. And inside the C language, for the boolean variables, we are going to store only the zeros and ones. But instead of zeros and ones, I want to store true or false means what is the header file we need to be included here means std boolean.h. If you are including this header file means you can inside the boolean variable you can store instead of 0 or 1 you can store true or false statements we can be assigned. We can true or false can be assigned to the what boolean variables. And now here in which type of scenario we are going to use here this program is demonstrating about the what automatic promotion of the what numeric tags. Automatic means what is the thing we need to in our mind, what is the thing we need to be remember. Implicit type conversion we are going to be called it as what automatic promotion. Implicit type conversion we are going to be called it as what automatic promotion. And here inside this program, D is of which type? Boolean type. C is of character type. D is of float type. I is of integer type. S is of what? Short. And D containing a Boolean variable value. C containing a character. D containing a floating point value. I is containing integer value. S is containing short integer value. And now here I am writing something as what p plus boolean plus character to which type it is going to be converted. Here to which type it is converting boolean plus character means uh, is converting it into the what boolean plus character has been converted it into the what char type. It is going to convert it into the which type char. And here it is converted integer plus integer into short int. It has been converted it into the what integer is greater than short int, so it has been converted it into the what integer type. And here d into c, d nothing but d is a variable of type what float, and c is character type, and it has been converted it into the which type of here means it has been this expression value has been converted it into which type here means float type. That's why here the expression value is going to display something as float. That's why we have indicated the format specifier as what float type. That's why we have indicated the format specifier as what float. Here we have the expression value is going to evaluate some value as what give the result value as what integer. So here we have indicated it as what percentage. Here it is going to give the expression value as character. That's why we have been indicated it as what percentage C. And uh, C is equal to what is the thing we are writing C plus B, and the same statement we are writing in reverse way. Here B plus C we are indicating. Here we are writing in reverse manner as what C plus B. Boolean character plus boolean is promoted as what character itself, and here character plus floating point is promoted it as what floating point, and here directly boolean value we are assigning, no problem, directly it is going to be assigned, and here we are assigning something as what negative floating point value to the what boolean type. Here what is the concept we are using here means, here we are applying something as what emotion we are applying. Here we are applying something as what demoted. So demoted to the what boolean type. And here what value it is going to be displayed. Whether it is going to display the boolean value or not, here we need to check by using this statement. And okay. Uh, Now we are going to see whether it is converted it into the character type or not, or what is the, whether it is converted it into the floating point type or not. Here we are going to see whether it is converted it into boolean type or not. We are going to be see. And here inside the output, what are the things we are going to inside the output? What is the values it is going to be displayed? What is the values it is displaying after execution? After execution, what are the values it is going to be displayed? What are the values it is displaying? Here it is displaying the character value as what B, and boolean plus character is what B, and why it is displaying it as B here? Why it is displaying it as B? And here character value is what? Character value is what? Boolean value is what? True means what? True means one, and here character value is what? A, and ASCII value of A is what? 65. ASCII value of A is what? 65. ASCII value of A is what? 65. ASCII value of ASCII ASCII value of A is what? 65. 65, and here true is what? True value inside the integers is what? 1, and 65 plus 1 means 66, and 66 means what? 65 means what? Capital A, and 66 means what? Capital B. Here, what is the, if you are adding a character C plus B, if you are writing this statement, here we are having one statement as what? Here we are having this statement as what? Here we are having boolean plus character B plus C. That's why it is displaying something value as what? B. Here also it is displaying something value as what? And here, what is the thing we are having next? Integer into shortening. Integer into shortening, and so it is converted it into integer type. Integer range is between range is what? In between what? Minus 32,768 to plus 32,768. Here, here the integer it is displaying something as what? Here it has been converted it into the what? Integer type. Here it is converted character into float means has been converted it into the what? Floating point. And here character plus true means it is displaying something as what? It is displaying something as what? Character value. Here it is displaying something as what? Floating point value. Float plus it is displaying something as float value. And here what is the value it is displaying? Here we are assigning the floating point value to the what? Boolean. Here we are demoting. Here it is displaying something as what? 1. Depending on the system, it is going to display the value. If you want to display the proper value means we need to use something as what? Explicit typecasting we need to be used. And Okay. This is the program which is demonstrating about the what? This is the program which is demonstrating about the what? Implicit typecasting. Automatically how the values are going to be converted. And explicit typecasting means what? Here integer value I want integer value and floating point value we are having. And here I want to convert this integer into the floating point means float range is what? Float range is higher than the what? Integer. So what is the thing is it is somewhat impossible to convert the integer value into the what? Automatically it is not going to convert it into the what? Float type. That's why we are going to apply some typecasting as what? Explicit type conversion. We are going to apply something in typecasting as what? Explicit. And here we are mentioning the targeted type as what? Here we are mentioning the targeted type as what? Mm, I want to convert it into the what? Flow. And here in the real time scenario, okay, here we are mentioning example in this format, but A is automatically converted it into the what? Float. B is of which type? Float. A is of which type? Integer. Uh, and explicit typecasting, when we are going to use the explicit typecasting feature, if you see these examples means you are going to understand. And here character type and integer and integer double floating point, here we are having. And here it is going to display the character value integer. And here if I am evaluating this, mm, here int number num1 by num2, int num1 by num2, 100 by 45, 100 by 45 means we are going to get something as what? Floating point value. Here we are going to get something as what? Floating point value. So here int num1 by num2, before this what is the thing we are going to be indicated? Here before this we are indicating something as what? Typecasting operator. We are applying something as a typecasting operator. And here also we are indicating something as what? Typecasting operator. And here also we are applying something as what? Typecasting operator. And here we are converting the expression value into the what? Here we are converting this expression result value into the what? Double type. And here the expression result value has been converted into the what? Double. Here the expression result value has been converted into the what? Character. Why? Because here this one is this targeted. We want to store inside the what? Float, that is of which type? Double type. And here float three, floating number three is of which type? Double type. That's why we are converting the result value into the targeted type called what? Double. And here if you see the output of this program means you are going to understand the easily about the what? Explicit type conversion. And here what is the character value is what? Slash 0 means what is the null value? It is showing something as integer value as what? 0. And here it is containing 100 integer type for 45 integer floating point floating. And integer 100 by 45. 100 by 45 means what is the value we are going to get? We are getting something value as what? Uh, something 2.00. Here we are indicating it as what? 2.00. Here we are getting the value as what? Int num1 by int num2. Here we are getting something the result value as what? 2.2. Here we are getting what it is. Okay. Here we are getting something result value as what? Uh, okay. Uh, Here we are converting and displaying. And okay, here we are getting the value as what? First of all we are getting the value as what? 2.00. Why we are getting it as a 2.00 means we are indicating int num1 by num2 inside the what? Curve braces. and it is execution. After execution it is converting. That's why after execution we are going to get some value as 2.0. And here what is the first of all we are converting this entire expression into the what double type. After that we are evaluating. Here all of you listen carefully. Here curly braces, here the statement is going to be executed if the both the operators are having the same priority. Then in which direction, right to left, here it is going to be evaluated. After evaluating they are converted. And here first it is converting this entire expression into the double type. Here uh, uh, here what is the result we have got? Here we have got the result as what 2.0. Here we have got something 2 point something. uh, Here this type of conversion, this type of thing we need to be remember under the what explicit type conversion. And inside the explicit type conversion, what is the important thing we need to be remember here means, while using applying the explicit type conversion, we need to use something as what targeted type. We need to indicate something as what targeted type. And here character value. Here we are converting it into the character as what character value. It is displaying it as what two. Why it is displaying it as a two here means, why it is displaying it as a two here means it, here we have indicated it as what format specifier. We are indicating it as what percentage 3D. So it is displaying it as what a character as what integer value. Character as what integer. And this type of statement we need to remember it as what under the what these statements we are going to be called it as what this statement, this one, and this one we are going to be called it as what explicit type conversion. We are going to be called it as what explicit type conversion. Why? Because this expression we are converting it into this one. Here this expression value we are converting it into this one. Here this expression value we are converting it into what this one. This type of typecasting we are going to be called it as what explicit type conversion. We are going to be called it as what explicit type conversion. And here, otherwise, okay. This is the concept about all about what explicit type conversion. And otherwise, one okay. One programmatical code we are going to be executed. What is the here? Set with my computer. Set with my computers. So, something like code blocks. Inside the code blocks, here I'm opening code blocks here. Here I'm opening code blocks. Now we are going to write one program on what implicit and explicit type conversions. Just now we have seen the programmatical examples, but here now practically we are going to execute. Um, expression type type conversion. Okay, here I have given the name as what type conversion. In every C program, what is the statement we are going to get? We are going to write something as hash include stdio dot h, and here I am writing something as what void main, and inside this what are the variables I am declaring? Here I am declaring something as int a is equal to 10, comma b is equal to 3, comma what is the variable I am assigning here is c. And here I am writing some one statement as what c is equal to a by b. here I'm writing one statement as what C is equal to A by B. And here what is the statement I am going to be executing? Print is here C is equal to here I am mentioning something as percentage D, and here I am mentioning value as what, and here what is the value it is going to be displayed. Here build and run, here compiling and executing the C program, and what is the output it is going to be displayed. Actually 10 by 3 means it is going to be converted, the way expression value is what, floating point. The expression value is what, floating point, 3 point something. And but here we are mentioning something as what, integer format. It is giving the value as what, C is equal to what, and if I am mentioning percentage F, here I am mentioning something as percentage F. Uh, Here once again I am executing. Here once again, what is the thing I am executing? Build and run. Build and run. Here it is showing something as what, 0.00000 like this is shown, and it has not been converted here. And here, if I am mentioning it into, here I am declaring the C variable as what, C as what, double. Here I am mentioning the C as double, and here I have mentioned C is equal to A by B, and A by B. Here I am mentioning the targeted type into the what. Here I am mentioning the targeted type into double, and, field and run, and executing, and here it is showing something as what, 3.3333, and here it is converted. 10 by 3 means whatever the resulting value is there, that resulting value it is converting it into the what, here that resulting value is of what, double type, and we are converting. Actually A and B are of which type, integer type, and this expression value we are converting it into the which type, double type, and y, C is of which type, double. And this type of casting we are going to be called it as what, this type of casting we are going to be called it as what, explicit type conversion. We are going to be called it as what, explicit type conversion. Explicit type conversion. We are calling it as what, explicit type conversion. uh, this is all about what, implicit and explicit type conversion. Otherwise, here I'm okay. Here I'm writing something as what is it? What is it? Gap, gap, and gap B is equal to, here I'm writing gap CH is equal to, here I'm indicating something as capital. Here I'm indicating it as capital. And here what is the thing I am indicating here? Int x is equal to ch. X is equal to ch. Here x value, what is the value it is going to be displayed? Printf, and here x is equal to, percentage t, comma. Here what is the x value I am displaying? Here I am displaying something as what, x value, and save the program, and here I'm compiling and executing the program, and here what is the value it is going to be displayed for the x. Here x is equal, what is the value it is displaying? X is equal to 65, it is displaying. X is equal to, what is the value? 65. This character value has been converted it into the, easily directly converted it into the what, integer type, and here this type of expression we are going to be called it as what, implicit. Implicit, implicit expression, and this type of expression we are going to be called it as what, explicit. We are going to be called it as what,